So Nikki, here we are in your room, and this is a room of 3-year-olds?
Yes.
You want to just lead us through so we see how you've broken up the room into different areas, activity areas and learning areas for the kids?
Okay. Here we have the discovery area. We changed it to fall, because now it's fall, so the kids can see that the season has changed from summer to fall. And we put up pictures to show the kids that you can do activities with your families, with your parents, and also with your brothers and sisters. We got the kids breaking leaves with their dad, picking apples, and picking pumpkins and corn with their mom. And also we put out books to let the kids also see that the season has changed. We put out things that they can see in the fall.
Yeah, you have a lot of things about the world and nature there, don't you?
Yes. We run the outside and the inside.
Oh, that's great. So what do they have that you brought outside and the inside?
Rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Here, the kids can learn about texture. We have some rough, smooth, the weight, the volume. So this is also science, math and science area.
Yeah.
So they can count with the rocks. How many rocks are smooth? How many rocks are hard?
Yeah.
So this is also.
It's interesting too because you are getting them set up for science, aren't you?
Yes.
And in contact with the world, and nothing you've shown us so far costs a penny for parents.
No.
Right. Wonderful. So what do we have over here with the kids in the bean bags?
Okay, it's a movement activity. Keep the kids motivated. Take time to play music and keep the kids going. They love to do activities. Anything can be a simple game you can make at home. Here we just have simple bean bags made out of material and beans. Simple, kids love it.
So tell us what they're doing now. As they're doing it, it's a simple activity, but actually there are a lot of things going on in this activity, aren't there?
Yes. They're doing their fine motor skills, grasping the bean bag, holding the bean bag, cognitive skills, to think about who they're going to throw it to and watch. So also using their senses too. Sight, sound, hear, and touch. And then social skills also. So they can talk with each other as they play the game.
It's true, because if I would let you deal with Noor right there, you'd actually be able to have a little conversation, though I'm not going to let you do that because we're going to keep talking about your room. So let's go over here. What do we have over here with the books?
Over here is the library center. Here we have a nice comfortable couch for the kids. It's small enough for the kids to sit on and enjoy themselves. Nice quiet area. And we have books that the kids can look at and relate to. And also, each kid made a book about themselves to tell us more about themselves and give them another sense of belonging.
Oh, that's important, isn't it?
Yes, and this is the activity that the parents did with the kids.
So that's another simple activity, making a book about your child.
Yes.
What are some of the things that activity does for the child that are good? It's actually a chance for you to spend time with your child and to
get to know your child. Because now we have families that's in a rush. And if you sit down with your child, you'll learn something new about your child throughout their day at daycare.
I bet it makes the child feel important too.
Yes.
And ways them to they look at themselves and see themselves as they age, as they change.
Yes.
And yesterday, or the other day we were talking, you were talking about how important it is for a child in your room to have their own place.
Yes.
It's a place for themselves, and also that it makes them important. They exist there. I think the book does the same thing, doesn't it?
Yes. Because they can come up anytime and look at it and say, oh, that's me when I was a baby. And they can show their friends and see, and that's their mom and their dad. And they can talk about things that they did with their family. Here we have a little guy, he went to the beach with his family. Some kids might not get to go to the beach, but they can look at his picture and imagine themselves at the beach.
That's great.
So this is a great thing to do with your kids.
Talk, Nikki, just about how you set up this reading area, because you've created a place for the kids that's really comfortable, and I think would make them really want to spend some time with books.
It's secluded. It's at their level. They can reach and get the books. You have the couch to sit over, they can bring their friends over, they can sit by themselves. It's make it comfortable for them. And have books that's interesting. Bright colors, big pretty pictures, big words, they're like, oh, I want to read this book.
And also, isn't that interesting that you get them to read by creating a space where they want to be?
Yes.
So it's not just go sit on this hard bench and read, but this is a great place to hang out.
Yes.
And people can do that in their homes?
Yes, you can do this at your home. You can get a big old overstuffed pillow, a nice cushion, or you can put a blanket on the floor, a nice comfortable blanket, and set it to the side where the kids can come sit down and read their stories.
And they know that's their reading
That's
area.
their reading area.
We've talked about habit and routine for kids, and I think this also gives them a sense of routine, that this is the place I read. There is a place always where if I want to read, that's where I can
Yes.
go. Let's look at this last space.
This is our dramatic play area.
I
Here,
got
this is
stuff
where
in
they
my
role
bag.
play.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be mommies, daddies, doctors, and we have all the material. You have food, we even have a microwave, modern day stuff that they see moms and dads do at home, the microwave. We have telephone, simple, an old phone that you have at home that doesn't work, kids can play with this, they love it.
Yeah.
Old cell phones, they love it.
And again, it doesn't cost a penny, does it?
Doesn't cost a thing, you have it right at your house.